What is good, my YouTube family? As y'all see by this title of this video, how God basically used a car accident to change my life. I know that sounds funny to y'all and weird if y'all read that. Like, what is this man talking about? Like, God put you in that, and now, that's a good thing. He put me out for 4 months, my spine moving out of place, all of that. There's a picture up here that I'll show you where my spine was curved in under my left shoulder blade, like the top side little, I was about to say bristles. I don't know why I was about to say bristles, y'all. Do not roast me. Little parts of the bones on the spine, whatever, whatever, it's called. But I would basically say how, we're just gonna have a little story time, how basically it changed my life. I wouldn't be doing this how I'm doing this now. I wouldn't have this approach. Also, there's another reason added to this as well. I just didn't want to put that in the title, but it's the same thing as he used suicide in the car accident. So we'll say car accident happened 2019. Yeah, 2019, my senior year in August 30th, 31st. Don't quote me as well. Earlier, 2019, I lost a best friend to suicide. Earlier that year in 2019 as well. It happened. So in January. So that already put me, that was like junior year. How school years work. The first half, the 2019 year, finishing up a year. And then the next half, you're starting that next year in high school. So lost a friend to suicide, to, depression and all of that. My best friend. And that altered with me too as well. But later on, like I said, flashback some months, not flashback, go down some months later, 7 months later, basically. Now we're in the 8th month, August, getting the car accident. And I was hooping, being at my best. Like, I promise you, like, no joke. When people say, oh man, I was just in my bag. Like, I was, like, training with my brother. We was training, like, nonstop, basically all summer, just getting me right for varsity and all that stuff. And then we're going to the varsity workouts, killing it, like, actually not missing my three-pointers at all. Like, shot was good. Defense was better, but I, really couldn't miss on my shot. I was, let's just say, one of the best shooters right there. But, I'm feeling it. I'm just like, oh, yeah, this is going to be it. This is the year I'm going to go crazy and just, I felt like get a scholarship or something, get, some type of look or be able to just, oh, bro, from here, this will help me get right for, a JUCO or something like that, do something basketball-wise. Then, boom. The whole month of August, going to the workouts, killing it, still training with my brother even after the workouts and before the workouts, literally just sleeping religiously basketball. And then boom, car accident happens. Friday, heading to school, my brother's taking me. I'm in the passenger seat, a pickup truck cuts us off. It cuts us off after one car cuts us off the first time, cuts my brother off in my mom's Chrysler 200. Cuts us off, so boom, my brother has to back up. Then now it's still our go. We don't have a stop sign coming from my house. And then, coming from my house and leaving to, going to my house. Both directions, no stop sign, but there's stop signs on the side. So as soon as it's our turn to go again, which the first car shouldn't have cut us off, we go and the pickup truck goes out and I just says, what is he doing? He's going to hit us. Boom, totals my mom's car. I'll pop up a picture, if I can find it, it'll be on the screen as well, what the Chrysler look like versus, I won't put up the pickup truck, what it looked like. It really didn't have that much damage, but I'll pop up a video, even a screen recording as well, of how, it went down with boom. And then we get out the car and I just say, yeah, my neck was hurting. So boom, we go to urgent care. They just say, oh yeah, it's a little whiplash. And mind you, the tryouts or, the varsity workouts basically to get on the team is still going. And then my brother had to go to China that year. So to play overseas. So boom, he had a day or two to do that. So he just bounced back, went off. He wasn't too badly damaged. He took the medicine. Everything was good. Boom. And then with me, he was, talking to the coach. And he was like, yeah, you think you can just push through? Because he knows the coach. He's like, and he asked me, hey, bro, you think you can push through and just, maybe play? And I was like, nah, just something feels off. I just kept saying something feels off. But we already went. And they was just like, oh, it's just whiplash. So just fast forward it took like my mom a whole month to get like a rental car and stuff. So we went back again and they just described me muscle relaxers. And muscle relaxers are really strong. They'll put you out like that and it's supposed to just like ease the pain away instantly. So I go to sleep, wake up, still in terrible pain, back still hurts. I'm leaning on the side right now, like the whole time. Now I was walking around like this the whole time. Body was always uneven. And I just felt uneven. I felt off. And even if I was sitting in a chair too long, I would cramp up in really bad pain. It just felt like people were like, say just somebody like pinches your skin, a little kid pinches your skin or something, like scratches your back really hard, or that's basically like slap your back like really hard, and then you get that stinging feeling with a pinching feeling. It was both of those, and then it felt like I was on fire at the same time. So a lot of inflammation. And so when we went back, the second time we went back, I left out some details. That's when they tried to give me the muscle relaxers, and they took an X-ray. And the thing that doesn't make sense, and we're not even going to get into that, the thing that doesn't make sense, that when they took the X-ray, it was crazy. They was like, okay, we'll get back to you, send you the results, everything. I don't know how long it's supposed to take for X-ray. Whatever, they do that. They was like, okay, well, we did the X-ray. And then they ended up, I think, calling my mom and telling her they didn't find anything. And I'm like, what do you mean you didn't find anything in the X-ray? So I'm just still in pain, going to school, just excruciating pain, can't do anything. And now fast forward to October 1st. Yeah, October 1st. 2019, September, skipped the whole month. I was just in pain, couldn't do anything. Finally got a rental car, finally went to the chiropractor. Shout out to Life Chiropractic. Y'all should go to them. I don't know why I'm plugging them like this is a sponsorship or nothing, but no, they was great people, treated me great the whole way, like for sure. Respect to those people and what they did. You know what I'm saying? Everything was cool. I loved it. It was cool. Everything was cool. But we went there, and like literally the first day, we had to fill out stuff. Obviously, I was still 17. Yeah, in 2019, I was still 17. Didn't turn 18 till 2020, but that doesn't matter. But so she's filling out everything for me. Then I have to fill out the parts where I feel pain. Cause my mom, if you got them black moms, you know what I'm saying? But you got them black moms that look that stuff up for you before they go there. She's like, oh, we already gonna do paperwork. She printed it out at home. And we going out, and I'm just filling it out. Like, just filling it out, everything they already had, and giving them my own papers. So when I go to the chiropractor, he's just like, yeah, so, he tells me to do some stretches for me, like where he stretches it and he puts, they know where the muscles at. They the guru gods for that. They the muscle gods. I don't care what anybody says. They're the muscle gods. They like, you feel this muscle right here? They're like, yeah, go ahead and turn like this. And I'm just like, my back. But okay, but let me be like for real, but I had to put a little comment in. But I'm just like, okay, that hurts right here. And then I make another like groan noise right here too, because they tell me where to turn and everything. But it really hurt on my left, like shoulder area and shoulder blade area, like bad. So he was just like, describe to the pain. He's like, is it like, I think he said like, I forgot what number he started from, but obviously said 10 were like, you need surgery. You're just in bad pain. You need surgery. And then I think he said like 5 being like, it's moderate. And I just said like an 8. I didn't want to say surgery because y'all, low-key, I have never got surgery. And I praise God that I don't get surgery. I'm not even going to lie to you. I don't want no surgery, my boy. I don't want none of that. Nah, don't touch me. Leave me alone. My back's fine. But nah, I was just like an 8. Like a 7 or an 8. That's what I said, 7 or an 8. Because it was still bad. I was like, nah, it's not that bad. I need surgery. But it was bad. So he's like, okay, boom. They go take me in the room to do an X-ray. As soon as they come back, like y'all already saw the picture earlier and it's already in the thumbnail, they dropped the chart right there and he's like, Mom, what does this look like to you? And like we all looking at my spine and it's like this. I'm like, so how did the first doctors not see nothing wrong with that? That's what I'm saying. Some doctors really just be trying to milk your money, but we ain't even finna talk about that. They need to run me my fade for that one. I'm just playing, but like, it's for real though. He was like, what does that look like? And I was like, yeah, like my spine's out of place. And I was like, that's what I said. I was like, my spine's not in place. And he was like, yeah. So I'm telling you, now this could be funny. You can quote it, Mom, if you're watching this, everything. I love you. But when he did the first pop, I told you, muscle gods, spine gods, man, for the chiropractors and all that. He felt the knot. He was like, oh, yeah, this knot right here. It hurt, too. When he touched it, I was like, ah. I was like, that's the one. Then he popped that. It popped so loud. It hurt when he popped it, too, like crazy. I said, ugh, and then I dropped my arms like I died or something. And my mom thought I died. I'm not even going. Like she said, when he popped it, it was loud. I heard it myself. He heard it. My mom heard it because they're all in the room. And she was like, "Whoa!" And I just dropped my arms because like it took like the air out of me. No homo. Pause. But it took the air out of me, and I'm just like, "Yo." But then after he popped it, like I felt good, and he said literally my legs went back straight because I told you I was walking with a lean to the side of like that. So boom, that happened, and my legs, everything straightened up. I was like, okay, for sure. And then they took me to the heated massage therapy. When I tell y'all heated massage, boy, I'm telling you, that stuff is amazing. Puts like, I don't know exactly, they put like, I would say like the defibrillator things, but like they're low-key like smaller type of metal little pads, and they put them on the spots of your back, and then they put like a little vest over you, little things to keep it under, and then you just sit under there, like lay on your back, and then they turn it on, and it just literally goes. And I'm telling you, you can literally knock out while doing it, but it's amazing, brother. Heated massage therapy, magnificent. You feel me? But basically, that happened. So I was getting treated for like 3 months, the rest of December, last month of December, and then after that, that was done with. Last month of December, treated, and January starts and all that, and then they still send us envelope in the mail and all of that. I'm gonna just tell you the end of the chiropractor story, and it's you always can come back, because I remember when I called him, say that'll be my last thing at appointment. But literally, even too, let me tell you guys another side note about it. Yeah, he said like my muscles were like this close to tearing, like no cap. He said like a little bit of this. He said they were stretched. So like, imagine if I would have ignored the signs and just kept playing. Like I feel like, that part was a sign from God, because I was like, at first I wasn't gonna listen to my brother. He's like, you don't think you power through the pain? And then everybody was telling me, are you sure you think there's something wrong? And I was like, I could have just ignored, like maybe I'm tripping. If I would have played, y'all, probably would have tore it. And he said, you would have been in way more pain than you was if you tore it. He said, but you stretched, like I stretched the muscles like that. So they were stretching because the bone was under the left shoulder blade, like the spine part. So I was in terrible pain. So he's like, if I probably would have kept playing, would have tore this whole thing, then I probably would have had to really get surgery. And, like I said, I don't want surgery, my boy. So that's why I was like, I thank God for that. But, they always say, yeah, you can still come back, get adjustments, all of that and stuff. So I still might go get, adjustments. They dope, you know what I'm saying? They really cool people, for real talk. But now let's get into the story, how it changed me. Through the healing process, the most part of the injury that sucks is not really the pain. It's more in being able to not do what you love. So I was not able to play basketball for like 4 whole months, like literally sitting out there. 1 month I was sitting in pain, so like really couldn't do anything. The other 3 was just recovering. And then even then in January, I didn't even really hoop like that. I didn't start hooping back to like February or something. But in that time, I was able to focus on my YouTube, just fully focus, and then like focus on God, like learn more about this nickname. Hence, I dropped the documentary, the What's Your Why, the coach documentary, which is popping up on the screen as well. Y'all should go check that out. That's, what I was focusing on, really learning who I was, who I wanted to be, like really digging deep in my purpose, because I was at the end of high school, senior year. I was really thinking, did I really want to go to college? At first I was like, oh yeah, I want to, but then I realized I really wanted to do this, like be able to spread love, positivity, joy, inspiration of God. Like, and obviously, like I said earlier with the suicide story, that's another way it changed my life, because I've always been there for people. I genuinely care about people. It's said in so many videos, people say that, so I'm not going to get too much into it, but it was really just really learning who I wanted to be, like learning my purpose. Like, I feel like that was my type of setback for my setup. You feel me? Where I get to take time and really learn, because I feel like, Most people have they walk with God. Most people be like, it's on and off. It's iffy. I talk to him here and there. And like, I really feel like I was going off waywarding in the wrong direction. But now like I truly found like my calling, like my purpose. So I was able to do that. That's how I feel like God did that for me in that way. Like not saying, oh, he's so mean. He put me out of basketball. Now I suck. Like maybe basketball really truly wasn't like me to go to college and me try to play professionally wasn't like my true calling. It was to really spread love, positivity, joy, inspiration. Obviously, I'm still going to play basketball on the side, play like a few celebrity games in the future, all of that, like have fun in that way, but still be able to save souls and to still be able to just, use this platform as like my pulpit. Like a pastor has a pulpit, but I use it as like my type of pulpit, basically, to talk to y'all and my understanding of what I get from G-O-D, my Heavenly Father, my understanding, and not put it in, so much of King James Version, ye have little faith and all that. Like, not like that, not disrespecting the Bible like that or anything, but just in my interpretation of what I got from it, I can drop on y'all, and what he tells me, I can talk to y'all about. So it was more helping me for that. That setback helped me for my setup, meaning he was setting me up for something greater than I thought it would be. Just, hoop dream, hoop dream, hoop dream. Everybody says, like I will forever love the sport. Don't get that wrong. But the hoop dream was not my purpose. Meaning like it wasn't just for me. And I'm okay with that. Now that I had to realize that through the process of healing, I was healing and I was growing, spiritually growing in that way. And then I was mentally growing and knowing who I am in God, and then knowing who I am in general, like my true identity. So that's basically how it happened. Through that time of being out and recovering, being away from the sport that I thought that, man, this is it, let me just focus on this, that I just let that overtake me. And I wasn't focusing on school, because every time I had basketball, that's literally what I was focusing on. That's why grades was funny and iffy, because I just literally focused on that. That set me up for this, and I would never want to look back. Honestly, I'm really proud to be where I'm at right now. I'm glad to really find my calling at my age, which is 19 years old. You feel me? At my age, to do that is amazing. And I would never take this for granted, never want to take it back, never anything. Like, this is great. I'm glad to be here and glad to do this. So it's like, whatever, your calling in is and your purpose is, y'all got to find it. Like I said, what's your why? I'll keep saying that. What's your why? So find out what's your why. I found out what's my why in the process of that, of being taken away from distractions. So another question is, what is your distractions? And like literally, truly figuring them out. Like, I know some people say social media is a distraction. That is one distraction, but that's not everybody. Some people have some other distraction. Even though social media is there's some people that literally have other distractions. And you're in denial with it, like, that's nothing. I promise you I can overlook that. And then you find yourself out, you're still trapped in it. So I feel like, what does God have to separate you from for you to know what's your why, what's your purpose? So, I mean, y'all can ask the man upstairs. Y'all can ask God. Or y'all can just really, tell him, show you a sign of what's distracting you. So just figure out what is distracting you, eliminate it, and really become basically one. Become your true identity that you was made to be on this earth. So find out what's your why, find out what's your purpose. I know it's always a reoccurring message, but it's a good message nonetheless. That he helped me find out what's my why, because he took away a distraction for me. And now I don't even have to look back. So I love y'all. Stay positive and inspired. Be great and blessed and never stress. Peace.